Hey, everybody. It's Rachel James. Thanks for having me on the Poets House virtual construction site. I am a poet and audio documentarian in New York City, Lenape-Hoking. And I came here from Toronto, where I'm from. And Poets House was one of the first places that I went and heard poetry. And it's cool to think back, that was over a decade ago. And I did not at the time think I would be like a public facing poet. And so these kinds of spaces are so vital, as probably the audience of this already knows. I'm really excited to read from Valerie Hsiung's new book, To Love an Artist. And I just realized today that it has this correspondence on the cover to my book that I'm also going to read from. And I feel like the passages that I selected also are very much speaking to each other. And I feel like I'm always speaking to Valerie in my head / in person whenever I can, because she's so brilliant. And I'm really excited about this book. So I wanted to share some of it today. This is To Love an Artist, Valerie Hsiung. There's the remorse of everyday life, and then there's the rare remorse of everyday war criminals. There's the private remorse of random unknown person number 36583, who will never achieve any bit of celebrity. And then there's the remorse of a celebrity with a hidden history of criminal acts of war. If there is any remorse in the world, any remorse that could possibly belong to a war criminal, it is still not enough for what the remorse is meant to address. If there is any remorse in the world, any remorse that could possibly belong to random unknown person number 36583, then it has to do something with random unknown person number 36583 and their notions of celebrity. Let me tell you of all the ways a body can be broken. I learned how to fight by learning how to fight back. That was the original source of inspiration, yet I was careful not to take it too far, or I've tried to be careful in this regard. I watched videos because I did not have the money at the time to take a class in this art of self-defense. An art that is practical in the truest sense of the phrase is self-defense, a practical art that must be practiced for the body to absorb it into muscle memory. I got lost in many of these videos, but I learned in the lostness through my mind that this was the art. Meanwhile, I had to practice in real time against my own body in order for it to become practical, this art. By practical, in this particular discussion, of course, I literally mean able to employ these techniques of fighting in the event of a real and not practiced attack. Some of the videos I got lost in were truly practical, meaning they were created, I believe, to help teach how to fight back. Some of the videos I got lost in were artful, vicious, meaning they were created to help facilitate an attack until there is nothing left to fight back with. Singing, I learned early on, is also a type of muscle memory. Even without any bit of natural talent, one could become practiced enough until one was able to attack most pieces of music vocally, as long as the piece were transposed for one's own unique vocal range. Over time, the most foreign of sounds, whole spoken languages, can feel natural in the mouth. So that's from Valerie, from me. Valerie through me. And as you can probably hear, it's like easy to get lost in a long hypnotic. It's hard to only read that much of it. It's like you could easily just spend hours in like a kind of hypnotic state, trance state with this. Okay, so here's from An Eros Encyclopedia. A lord asks, For what do not have words yet? Conspiracy thick binders, obsessive mushroom thinking. My father's friend Bill pours gasoline over the lit fire. Flames run up the liquid and ignite the plastic jug. Bill pleads for the children's help. The children roll their tired eyes. Lights flicker in the light, tight structure. Red mountains grind. We spend the afternoon layering blankets and thick black plastic over cedar boughs. Inside, we lay our heads on the cool dirt floor. Father says the lights are spirits. I think they are lights. Still, if he is sitting with our ancestral ghosts, talking and seeing their fabrics, where am I sitting? Choked tight, a dam makes a desert, makes a pale space inside the owly beak, room for anyone, any object to enter. High wind, a storm, make a sand mountain vanish atop the kipai of our future reeds. Power is so often borrowed. Chorus, are there corners in this new world? Uloi dance. The edges of the walls are close, but there's plenty of space for others. Without other bodies, the hole is damp and chilly. With other bodies, it is clear there is no hole. Longing for a neighbor to watch TV so I can listen through the walls, go to Greece or become a Greek column. My lips Corinthian and the sea curls around me like a tailor draping fabric, and I'm lying ass up in a huge shell, blissfully waiting. It's not fake like a commercial, it's just unexpected. So shadow. Today's another sleep on the couch, sweat on the couch, watch hentai on the couch, and turn the lights off. Little boy between two breasts perambulating. Everything drawn, fuzzed out penis inside textured cavern. Cum prompts, big jizz, strangers drawing in a room, collaborate on a sandwich pumping. Then monster's tentacle. Conceived in a cartoon dream pussy emitting vapor. I'm born. The girls look pained and the boys look drained. I sit alone, think alone, touch alone, rest alone, no other to mother. A child to her father. Can I ask you a funny joke? Volcanoes erupt on the ocean floor in the ring of fire. When I learned about Pompeii, I remember noting the poor dentistry. 500 of the 1,500 active volcanoes have already erupted. Rim the Pacific. The first time a dirty talk request came in, I didn't know what to say, so I laughed. Said everything without saying it out loud. He fingered my 16-year-old ass, and I felt instant regret my ass hadn't been fingered for the past 3 years. Ever since then, my ass was like a wiggling pastry under my school skirt. I thought, I must take another person to show me things I've already got. Chorus. What she came here to talk about is knowledge and faith knowledge.